shadow shudders.
Let's start to enjoy scary stories. It was a dark and stormy night. The wind howled outside, and the rain beat against the windows. Two friends, John and Mary, were walking across the bridge at midnight. They were both drunk, and they were laughing and joking. They didn't notice a figure standing in the shadows.
The figure stepped out in front of them. It was a tall, thin man, and he was wearing a black cloak. His face was hidden in the shadows.
"Hello," the man said. John and Mary stopped laughing. They looked at each other, then back at the man. "Who are you?" John asked. "I'm the ghost of the bridge," the man said. "I have been waiting for you." "What do you want?" Mary asked. "I want you to join me," the man said. "I am lonely here." "No," John said, "we're not going with you. You have no choice," the man said. "You are already mine." The man reached out and touched John's shoulder. John felt a cold chill run down his spine.
"Let's go," the man said. The man turned and started walking away. John and Mary followed him, too scared to do anything else.
They walked across the bridge, and the man led them into the woods. The trees were tall and dark, and the wind was even louder. John and Mary were lost. They didn't know where they were going. Finally, they came to a clearing. In the middle of the clearing was a small cabin. The man led them to the cabin and opened the door. They stepped inside, and the man closed the door behind them. The cabin was dark and dusty. There was a single chair in the middle of the room. "Sit down," the man said. John and Mary sat down in the chair. The man stood in front of them. "Now," the man said, "you will join me forever." The man reached out and touched John's forehead. John felt a sharp pain, and then everything went black when John woke up. He was in the cabin. The man was gone. John and Mary got up and ran out of the cabin. They ran through the woods until they came to the bridge. They crossed the bridge and ran into town. They went to the police station and told the police what had happened. The police didn't believe them. They said that it was just a prank. But John and Mary knew what they had seen. They knew that the ghost of the bridge was real. The next day, the police went back to the bridge. They looked for the cabin, but it was gone. The only thing that was left was a single footprint in the mud. The footprint was the size of a man's, but it was empty. The police never found the ghost of the bridge, but John and Mary never forgot what they had seen. They knew that the ghost was real, and that it was still out there, waiting for its next victim. The CCTV footage from the bridge also captured the incident. The footage showed the man appearing out of nowhere and leading John and Mary into the woods. It also showed the man touching John's forehead, and then everything going black. The footage was circulated online, and it quickly went viral. People were fascinated by the story, and many believed that it was real. Others dismissed it as a hoax, but John and Mary insisted that it was the truth. The incident remains unsolved, but it is still talked about today. It is a reminder that there are things in the world that we do not understand, and that there may be more to the world than what we can see.